Okay, Assalamu alaikum. Assalamu alaikum. Wonderful to see you guys. Um, let's give it a little bit of time because we are starting about a minute early. So I'm going to give it a little bit of time so other people can join too. You can say hello. Assalamu alaikum. About a minute early. Oh, let me turn this volume off. All right. मैं ठीक हूँ सादिया, thank you for asking. Dr. Sehrish, Yusra, Faiza, I'm good, thank you for asking. Thank you very much for asking. I'm doing great, alhamdulillah. How are you guys doing? I hope you are well. And 9 p.m. in Pakistan, but from all over the world. Sucheta, namaste to you as well. Thank you for joining. Hope you are well. Let's give it a little bit of time so other people can join. Sahar says, love watching your episodes. Thank you so much, Sahar. I hope you will enjoy today's episode as well. Abira, I'm glad to hear that you are well. That's wonderful. Dr. Sarish, also good. I'm so glad. Good to hear from you guys. It's really wonderful to connect. Neha, thank you. Thank you for saying that. Rabia, I'm good, alhamdulillah. You love watching my videos. Thank you so much. Umama's Closet. Thank you as well. Bahrain, Tayyiba, okay. Wonderful. Bahrain. I wonder what time it is over there. Anita says, God bless you for sharing your knowledge and skills. It's my pleasure and joy. Thank you for watching. Abira says, I'm truly happy to have discovered you at the time when I needed the most. I'm so glad as well. Nida says, आपकी और सर साहिल की next video कब आएगी? आएगी inshallah. It's gonna be a little bit of time. He's very busy with launching his project, the Islamic messaging system, but inshallah we do plan on doing more sessions. Eram, please call my name. Assalamu alaikum. Bushra Ayub, wa alaikum assalam. Wow, okay. Abira says, my sister is a big fan of your work and introduced me to you. Okay, wonderful. Hello to your sister as well, and I hope she's doing well. कोई तो है जो इतना अच्छा सोचता है, नहीं बहुत हैं, बहुत से लोग हैं जो बहुत अच्छा सोचते हैं. UK, Sania from UK. Okay, it's almost 4 p.m. there. Thank you for joining, Sania. Please guide how can I emotionally handle myself while I was neglected and invalidated emotionally in childhood. Well, that's kind of what we're going to be talking about today, so keep watching. Hi, I made it. Huma, I'm so glad you made it. Eram says, hello, we have the same name. Yes, we do. Seher says, you are one of the few who changed my motivation of life. I'm so blessed to hear that. Thank you. Really humbled. And all right, so we are going to begin as it's an important topic today. We are going to talk about how to live the best and happiest version of your life without wasting years, right? I know कि बहुत से लोग ये समझते हैं कि अपनी ज़िंदगी को चेंज करने में हमें बहुत सा टाइम चाहिए होता है, साल हर साल लग जाते हैं. तो inshallah we will be breaking those myths today. Now I want to tell you guys, I have this is an important live, and even though मैं throughout constantly comments नहीं देख सकूंगी, but I do have team members that are going to be posting links, answering your questions, and then at the end I am going to take questions. So If you want to ask me questions, please make sure that you stay till the end, because then I will be able to answer your questions, okay? So I want to basically talk about this thing, how to live the best and happiest version of your life without wasting years. Because मेरी अपनी जो जिंदगी की जर्नी जो मैं आप लोगों के साथ शेयर करती हूँ, it has been about that, right? When I was going through my struggles, which started right around the age of 22, 23, and continued till the age of 40 almost. Usme, I went through one cycle of destruction through another, constant struggle or constant heartbreak ke baad, when I finally got to a place where I decided, you know what, something is just not working. जो कुछ मुझे अभी तक पता था, it's not working. I have to find the answers, and I have to figure out how to live a balanced life. उस ज़माने में emotional intelligence का इतना कोई नाम नहीं था, but that's basically what I was looking for. और अल्लाह का एहसान है that I was able to really work with some of the top coaches in the world, in the West, and then eventually I was able to make a full circle back, and I combined it with जिसको मैं Islamic spirituality कहती हूँ. और अल्लाह का एहसान है कि that really transformed my life, and now I'm teaching others how to transform theirs. So there are 3 secrets I want to share with you guys today. 3 very important secrets to living the best version and the happiest version of your life. So to my team, I think people on YouTube are asking where is the live happening. So maybe if you can go and comment there, let them know that it's happening on Facebook. That would be great. Thank you. So secret number 1, and let me know how many of you can relate to this, okay? First of all, tell me how many of you are ready to find these 3 secrets that I'm talking about. 3 secrets. Let me know. You can just say me or yes, and I'll be able to see you. I want to just make sure that you're paying attention and you're listening to me. So just write yes or me or I want to know. Yes, Seema, Islamic spirituality is the best thing, no doubt, but there are some mind sciences also that the West has really done a lot of work on, and those are also really good. Okay, thank you all of you that answered. So the 3 secrets that I want to share, the first secret is you believe that someone or something needs to change in order for your life to change, or in order for you to be happy. How many of you can relate to this? Raise your hand, let me know. How many of you can relate to the fact that I'm waiting for someone to change, or I'm waiting for something to happen, right? कि मुझे write down what it is you're waiting for. Let me know. What needs to happen in order for you to be happy? Tell me. What needs to happen in order for you to be happy? Yeah. Okay, I see some, I think I want to know. Well, I will tell you. If you are waiting for someone or something to change so that you can be happy, then you are going to wait forever. It is a futile effort. Our happiness, जब हम अपनी happiness को किसी और चीज़ के साथ मुंसलिक कर देते हैं कि जब ये होगा तब मैं I will be happy, right? Then that is the biggest problem we are facing, because guess what? We have no control over the events that happen in our life, typically, and we don't have control over other people changing, right? So, yeah, you have to give up on people changing. It doesn't work. So many of my students are stuck. Abhi kisi ne likha tha, I feel stuck. You're feeling stuck because you are really placing this very important thing in something outside of yourself. That's when you feel stuck. A lot of people are saying, me, I need to change, but my job has to change. Well, that's another thing, right? If I get a new job, or if I get into a new career, or if I find my purpose, yeah, if I find the perfect mate, or if my husband stops cheating on me, or if my wife starts treating me better, or if so many reasons, right? I will be happy when, and then dash, 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 dash. I want to come out of the past. I don't know what to do and how to come out. Yeah, I understand that there are things, again, if you want to be able to come out of your past, what needs to change? Right here, right? So this was one of the most important things that I learned in my life, when I realized that in order for me to be happy, nothing needed to happen and nobody needed to change. I had to change. I had to change my thoughts, and I had to change how I saw life, how I perceived everything. अब इसमें दो तीन चीज़ें आ जाती हैं कि एक तो ये कि I had to change the way I think, in the sense that I had a lot of negative thinking going on. I had a lot of self-criticism going on, right? उसके अलावा the events that had happened in my life that were not positive, right, that were negative events, such as divorce, for example, there was a certain meaning I was attaching to that event. And because of that meaning, your story, I was hurting myself, and I was causing a lot of pain to myself. Okay? What do I mean by that? By saying, well, I got abused, and I was betrayed in my marriage, and it should not have happened to me because I'm a good person. I didn't really hurt anybody. So why did this happen to me, right? जब तक आप इस why में फंसे रहेंगे, and you are not able to put a different spin on the story, you will remain stuck. Because एक event जो होता है, an event has taken place in your life, by itself the event has no meaning, right? It has no negative or positive charge. It just is something. And we attach the meaning to it as something bad or something good, and then we cannot get out of it. Now when I look back at my life, everything that I used to call negative, या ये नहीं होना चाहिए था, ये मेरे साथ अलमिया हो गया, या this was a tragedy, actually was a blessing. I see it as a blessing now, right? It completely changed. And I had to really, first of all, learn how to think about my thinking. Do you understand what I'm saying? How many of you understand when I say you have to think about your thinking? Because majority of people अपनी पूरी जिंदगी गुजार देते हैं, and they never think about their thinking. They never examine their thoughts. Brain जो है वो automatically thoughts generate करता है, और हम हर thought को उसकी face value पे लेते जाते हैं, right? And we take it as the truth. So the first thing we do is we have to really think about our thinking. And when I started to do that, there was a certain exercise that I hired a coach at that time, and he took me through that exercise, and I was shocked to find out that 70 to 80% of the thoughts that I had in a day were negative. 70 to 80%. And I was shocked, because when he asked me, how many negative thoughts do you think you have in a day? I said maybe 10, maybe 15. So he gave me an exercise, and I had to really pay attention to what I was thinking. I had to write it down and stuff. And I was shocked to find out that 70 to 80% of what I was thinking was negative. Because automatically brain उस loop में फंसा हुआ था because of going through hardships, और वो उस loop से निकल नहीं पा रहा था. So all the thoughts that my brain was generating about myself, about other people, about my past, about my kids, about what's going to happen in the future, all kinds of fears, it was crazy. So when I realized that 70 to 80% of my thoughts are negative, and I knew by that time that your perception creates your reality. जो भी आपकी perception है, उसी की basis पे आपकी reality है. ये वही बात है कि glass half full है या half empty है. When you see when you see life थ्रू ग्लास हाफ एम्प्टी की लेंस के थ्रू आपको हर चीज़ इनकम्प्लीट नज़र आती है. बट जब आपका माइंडसेट चेंज होता है एंड यू सी लाइफ एज ग्लास हाफ फुल, योर perception about things completely changes, your ideas about the future change. So my life began to really change. It began to change when I learned how to control my thoughts. I really truly believe that a person who is masterful about their thoughts, who have mastery over their thoughts, really truly have mastery over their lives. Otherwise आप एक ऑटो पायलट पे चल रहे हैं और आप कॉन्स्टेंटली एक रिएक्टिव मोड में ज़िंदगी गुजार रहे हैं एंड यू हैव नो, इधर इस चीज़ पे रिएक्ट किया, इधर इस चीज़ पे रिएक्ट किया, एंड योर लाइफ बिकम्स chaotic. By the time you're in your 30s, 40s, you just don't know how to behave, how to get rid of anxiety, how to get rid of depression, tension हो जाती है, वो तमाम चीज़ें शुरू हो जाती हैं. So that was the number one secret I learned, that you really have to learn how to control your thoughts. The second thing, so again, let's repeat that. No one or nothing, right? No person or no thing has to change in order for me to be happy. Only I need to change. I need to learn how to think better. I need to learn how to think healthier thoughts. That's number one. Number two is that, tell me if this one resonates with you guys. Raise your hand जिसको ये बात सच लगती है, या you go through this in your life, that you believe that you have hardship in your life because God is punishing you, or God doesn't like you. Allah Ta'ala is not happy with you. आपसे कोई गलती हो गई है. Something like that. How many of you have that going on in your life? Let me know. Because this is a big one. ये वाला एक्चुअली इतना कॉमन है, ज़्यादातर लोग इसको एडमिट नहीं करना चाहते, लेकिन अगर वो अपने दिल के अंदर झांक के देखेंगे डीपली तो उनको ये महसूस होगा कि एक्चुअली दिस इज़ ट्रू. समवेयर डीप इनसाइड आई बिलीव दैट आई एम बीइंग पनिश्ड. जो मेरे ऊपर ये मुश्किल हालात आए हुए हैं, अल्लाह मेरी मदद क्यों नहीं कर रहा, वो मुझे मेरी बात नहीं सुनता, मेरी दुआएं कबूल नहीं होती, वो मुझसे नाराज़ है, या ये कि मुझे कोई ख़ास वजीफ़ा करना चाहिए, मुझे किसी बुज़ुर्ग के पास जाना चाहिए, मुझे किसी तावीज़ की ज़रूरत है, या मुझे कुछ इस तरह की चीज़ की ज़रूरत है. Even people that are saying that, well, no, not this one, sometimes I can prove to you, if you have problems in your life, this is somewhere, this is going on. I guarantee you that. इसलिए कि हमें इस माशरे में, unfortunately, in our culture, we are taught that we, in order to be happy in life, in order to have peace and balance in life, we should not have any problems, and if we have problems, then somewhere, somehow we have offended God, and He's not happy with us. So this was my big problem, because I really believed that. I thought that Allah Ta'ala is not happy with me, therefore I'm going through all these problems. And और उस वक्त चूँकि मेरी रिलेशनशिप, मैंने कुछ वीडियोस बनाई हुई हैं इसके ऊपर, कि मेरी रिलेशनशिप उस वक्त अल्लाह ताला के साथ अच्छी नहीं थी. आई डिड नॉट हैव द बॉन्ड दैट आई हैव नाउ, वेयर आई कॉल हिम माई बेस्ट फ्रेंड. So I thought this was payback from him, right? And it really wasn't until I dug deeper and I realized that no, the challenges that we are facing in our lives right now actually are a way of God bringing us closer to Him. वो हमें थोड़े थोड़े से झटके दे रहा होता है कि हम दुनिया में खो के दुनियावी चीज़ों के पीछे, जब हम दुनियावी चीज़ों को अपनी सोर्स ऑफ हैप्पीनेस और सोर्स ऑफ स्ट्रेंथ बना लेते हैं, तो वो तो है ही फ़ानी चीज़ें, राइट? We are investing in things that are not permanent. We are investing our happiness in things that are temporary. They are meant to be temporary, right? And so we become unhappy, and it is Allah's kindness and Allah's mercy that He takes those away from us, or He shakes us up to show us that no, this is not supposed to be your source of strength, because I'm supposed to be your source of strength. And why is Allah supposed to be our source of strength? Because Allah is permanent. Allah doesn't go anywhere, right? Uh, so yeah, so when we say that, why me, it's because Allah loves you, that's why. And you know, it was when I realized that in my life, because मुझे इस चीज में बहुत बहुत देर लगी थी. I could not understand that Allah loves us unconditionally. मैं इस बात को ग्रास्प नहीं कर पाती थी, बिकॉज ऑफ कोर्स बचपन से यही सुना था कि गुनाह करोगे तो अल्लाह नाराज होगा, अल्लाह नफरत करता है, और सवाब के काम करोगे तो अल्लाह खुश होगा. अल्लाह नफरत कभी नहीं करता, और अल्लाह बंदे से सिर्फ प्यार करता है और अनकंडीशनली करता है. और ये जो देर आर कॉन्सिक्वेंसेज, नो डाउट हमारे एक्शंस के कॉन्सिक्वेंसेज हैं, लेकिन इसका मतलब ये नहीं है कि अल्लाह नाराज हो गया जस्ट बिकॉज वी आर फेसिंग अ कॉन्सिक्वेंस. सो व्हेन आई लर्न दैट, इट कंप्लीटली it really did a huge change in my life, because पहले अपनी thoughts को control करना सीखा, but ये भी एक, it's part of your thinking, right? That Allah is not happy with me. जब ये चीज़ समझ में आ गई कि actually Allah loves us unconditionally, और गुनाह और सवाब एक डिफरेंट चीज़ है जो कि हमारे एक्शंस के कॉन्सिक्वेंसेस हैं, बट अल्लाह's mercy never stops. रहमान और रहीम का मतलब ही ये है इन्फिनिट लव, ऐसा लव जो कभी ना रुकने वाली मर्सी, शिद्दत की मर्सी जो कभी ना रुकने वाली हो, इन्फिनिट. तो उसका नाम ही अगर रहमान और रहीम है और उसके फेवरेट नामों में से है, तो फिर ये बात कहना कि अल्लाह का लव कंडीशनल है, दैट एक्चुअली इज, इट कॉन्ट्रोडिक्ट्स इट, राइट? सो व्हेन आई लर्न दैट, इट वाज अ ह्यूज थिंग इन माय लाइफ, बिकॉज उसके बाद मैंने ये कहना शुरू किया कि ओके देन अल्लाह इज माय बेस्ट फ्रेंड, आई विल मेक अल्लाह ताला माय बेस्ट फ्रेंड. Allah is my source of support, my source of happiness, my backbone. You know, Allah is with me all the time. तो मेरा जो trust था, level of trust, that changed. And the direct effect of that was that fears vanished from my life. Fear of the future. I'm a single mom. I have 2 daughters. मेरी जिंदगी मेरी बेटियों के इर्द-गिर्द घूमती थी और अभी भी काफ़ी हद तक घूमती है. तो वी एज मदर्स नो दिस कि हमें हर वक्त ये फियर होता है मेरे बच्चे को कुछ हो ना जाए, मेरे बच्चों को कुछ हो ना जाए. सो दैट फियर गॉन. जो होगा अल्लाह की मर्जी होगी, और उसकी मर्जी है तो फिर मेरी भी मर्जी है. दैट really helped me to move from a place of mistrust, where I was constantly, you know, ये वजीफे करना और ये सदका खैरात करती थी, लेकिन कंडीशनल, एक वो ट्रांजैक्शनल चीज़ करी होती थी कि अल्लाह ताला मैं ये करी हूँ, अब तू मेरे लिए ये कर दे, या ये मेरे ऊपर से टाल दे, राइट? It changed into a very unconditional relationship, that I will do what you want me to do because you want me to do it. I will do that. And in return, I know that no matter what, you have my back. जो भी होगा मेरे साथ, अव्वल नंबर वन, कि जो भी आएगा वो एक्चुअली उसमें खैर होगी, चाहे वो मुझे अच्छा लगे या बुरा लगे, होगी उसमें खैर, क्योंकि अल्लाह सिर्फ खैर भेजता है. एक तो ये बात. दूसरी बात ये कि जो भी होगा, अगर मैंने उसकी रस्सी को पकड़ा होगा तो आई विल बी फाइन. तो दैट completely, really, it took away the fears and the anxiety I had because of fears. So if anybody tells you, if they act like that they are perfect, don't believe them. It's a lie, right? We are all imperfect. All of us are imperfect. अल्लाह ने कहा है कि इंसान मैंने तुम्हें बनाया ही गलती का पुतला है. हम गलतियां करते हैं, अल्लाह का काम है माफ करना. तौबा करें, दोबारा रास्ते पे चढ़ जाए, तौबा करें, दोबारा रास्ते पे चढ़ जाए, right? Anybody who gives you the impression that he or she is perfect, don't believe them. This is why जो मैं बार बार कहती हूँ, please don't put me on a pedestal, please don't make me your digital guru, please, because I don't want to be part of that big lie, एक big illusion जो, I hate to say it, but a lot of people that are in my field, motivational speakers, you know, such and such, ulama karam khas taur pe kahi, they give you the impression that they are perfect and they're very close to Allah Ta'ala and all of that stuff. They might be close to Allah Ta'ala, we don't know. But perfect नहीं हो सकते. और perfect होने का impression भी नहीं देना चाहिए, क्योंकि फिर अगले लोग जो हैं उनके लिए वो बार इतनी रेज हो जाती है, वो समझते हैं कि हमें भी perfect होना पड़ेगा. We have to be perfect, and of course since we cannot be perfect, we have this deep sense of insecurity inside of us, because we know that हम झूठ दिखा रहे हैं लोगों को. So ये बात भी जब समझ में आई कि अल्लाह के तो अंबिया भी एक सेंस में परफेक्ट नहीं थे, कि उनसे गलती हो जाती थी, बट क्लोज टू परफेक्शन वो थे. नबी करीम सल्लल्लाहु अलैहि वसल्लम परफेक्ट थे, और बाकी अल्लाह के अंबिया जो थे उनसे भी गलतियां हो जाती थी. तो फिर हम क्या हैं? हम तो उनके मुकाबले में कुछ है ही नहीं. तो हमारा इम्परफेक्ट होना एक्चुअली इज एग्जैक्टली व्हाट अल्लाह एक्सपेक्ट्स अस टू बी, राइट. तो हमने अपने ऊपर जो इतना ज्यादा बोझ लादा हुआ है, अल्लाह ने तो नहीं लादा, तो वो बोझ उतार के फेंके इस वक्त. Throw it aside, because it is wearing you down. It is causing you so much anxiety, and it's unnecessary. Because ये हमारे दिमाग में बात बिठा दी गई, हमने मान ली, but it's not the truth. So don't buy it, because I'll tell you what, the moment आप ये रियलाइज करेंगे कि नहीं, अल्लाह तो मुझे एक्सपेक्ट ही नहीं करता कि मैं परफेक्ट हूँ, और अल्लाह को वैसे भी पता है कि मेरे अंदर क्या क्या इम्परफेक्शन है, मुझे अल्लाह से कुछ छुपाने की ज़रूरत नहीं है, क्योंकि वो जानता है सब कुछ. तो फिर मैं अपनी इस इम्परफेक्ट बीइंग के साथ उसके सामने हाजिर होके तो उसे कहो, या अल्लाह, डियर गॉड, you know what I am, you know how imperfect I am, but I am your creation. In a way I'm your child. I deserve your love. I need your help right now. I need your support right now. It's my right to ask for your love and support, because you told me it's my right, because you created me. अब आपके ऊपर से वो एक, you get such a sense of relief from that, right? And your, like I said, your anxiety about future, all of that stuff is going to start melting away. Third secret that I'm going to tell you is that a lot of you believe, and I would like to know again, raise your hand, let me know, just say yes, this is me, that if this one is true for you, that in order for my life to change, because I'm stuck in so much hardship, I know many of you are feeling that way right now, कि मेरी जिंदगी इतनी मुश्किल है, इतनी नेगेटिव है, और इतने अरसे से हार्ड है, in order for my life to change, it will take a lot of effort or a lot of time. So let me know if that is true for you. Do you feel that way? That in order for my life to change, it will take a lot of effort or it will take a lot of time. So, yeah, I see that some people are responding to that. Yeah. And I thought the same way too. Again, thought the same way. And I can tell you that many of my students that have taken my courses came with me with that exact same mindset, that in order for me to change or in order for my life to be happy, a lot has to change. Major changes have to happen and it will take a lot of time. या ये भी हो सकता है कि मैं शायद ठीक ही ना हो सकूं. Usman Asif says, yes, that was my condition last year. Well, Usman, are you the same Usman who took my course? Are you the same Usman? Anyway, so, I can tell you that when you learn, there are two things. Oh, okay, Usman, good to see you here again. So you no longer think this way because of the 30 days transformation course. Got it. उसी की अभी बात करने लगी हूँ थोड़ी देर में. So, and if there are other students, 30-day students here, let me know. Say hi. I would love to see who's here now. So over 650 people, we've been talking about it. Over 650 people have taken my course, the 30 Days to Transformation course. 30 days. It takes 30 days. And their lives changed dramatically. from anywhere from 30% to 100%. Their lives changed. And it was such a blessing. It was such a blessing for me to see that. I keep looking at the chat messages. Let me. Yeah, okay. Ab band ho gaya. Main distract now. Baad mein I'll look at the messages. I'll get the questions. So, when I created the 30 days course, 30 days to transformation course, मुझे पहले सबसे पहले तो ये बात कही गई थी कि पाकिस्तान में आप भूल जाएं. पाकिस्तान में हमारे जो पाकिस्तानी है living in Pakistan or outside of Pakistan, nobody invests in self-development. Nobody likes to do that. And I was so passionate about it because मैंने अपने इर्द गिर्द जो हालात देखे, the misery, the बेसुकूनी, the anxiety, my heart went out. Mostly it was for women, of course. My heart went out to them कि I need to do something, and I know कि जिस तरह की stress और depression और जिस anxiety की ये phase से ये गुजर रही हैं, something has to happen quickly in order for them to stick around and do the course. आप यकीन करें, Afsana says, hi Eram Saeed, I can't thank you enough for the 30 days course. My pleasure. I'm so happy to hear that. So in order for me to help people change quickly, the course I created had two magical things. Number one was कि जो मैंने तकरीबन 15 साल में तकरीबन $1 million, you can do the math how much it is in rupees. I lived in America, of course, so it was in dollars. I have spent over $1 million on my own education because मुझे कभी भी जिंदगी में ना मूवी स्टार्स ने कभी मैं उनकी फैंस नहीं होती थी, मैं उनको आइडियलाइज ही नहीं करती थी. मूवी स्टार्स, ड्रामा आर्टिस्ट, नेवर. मैं फैन होती थी उन लोगों की जो इस तरह की कोचिंग, they were masters or gurus or whatever. Those used to be celebrities for me. They fascinated me and I was very impressed by them. And there was a lot of work that was being done and is still being done on mind sciences in the West, right? Mental health ke upar, mind sciences, self-transformation, etc., etc. So I was fortunate enough to really learn from some of the top teachers in the world. They've been on my show several times. I've interviewed them, not on this Pakistani show, but on my American show. Some of the top transformational teachers in the world. So I learned from them. I have learned all kinds of techniques. ये NLP शNLP के ऊपर मेरी अभी videos आएंगी. I don't even practice it, although I know how to do it. But I learned some far better techniques that can really help you to completely change the way you think. Complete night and day difference, but very quickly. दूसरा मैंने उसमें combine किया Islamic spirituality को, क्योंकि no matter how good the technique was from the Western mind sciences, it only took me to a certain point. उसके बाद वो रुक जाती थी. But I wanted to go further. So वो मुझे मिला spirituality में. So this course combines spirituality and the Western mind sciences. And by the way, I keep saying Islamic spirituality, but this course has been done by non-Muslims also, and they have equally benefited from it. Because principles are the same, right? आप Allah कहें, भगवान कहें, God कहें, you're talking about that one creator. Or I teach in this course how to form a very deep, loving, trusting connection with God. And so, आप यकीन करें कि the changes started to happen, dramatic changes, within the very first week. And still to this day, when the course starts, within the very first week, people start reporting dramatic changes. And now, this is going to be the 5th time that we are offering this course. Over 650 people have already graduated, and you are seeing their comments right now. जो कभी कभार बीच में comment आता है कि they are the past 30 days students, and a lot of them have what they reported was minimum 30% change, and some people 100% change. Majority of people were over 50 to 70% change, or 30% change per year. So we keep in touch with people who took the course a year and a half ago when it was first offered, and we check with them and they report that their life is still improving. Why? Because मैं अब यहाँ पे मैं आपको एक important बात बताना चाह रही हूँ. कि मैं interested नहीं हूँ ऐसी चीज़ों में where people get a lot of cool information and then they don't change their lives. What fuels me, what gives me energy is to see change in people's life, to see that their lives have changed dramatically, right? In a positive way. That is what fuels me. So the tools that I teach in this course, I don't do the changes for you, you do it yourself. And because of that, Alhamdulillah, because they learn the tools, they are able to keep implementing that in their lives again and again and again. Because here's the thing, 30 days course ke dauran you're going to work on whatever has already happened in your life and it's bothering you and you want to get over it. Theek hai, wonderful. But what about tomorrow? What about next year? Things are still going to happen. Challenges are still going to come into your life. Unexpected challenges will come into your life. So phir kya hoga? Are you going to go, get derailed in life? No. These tools help you to stay the course. These tools help you to deal with challenges up in the upcoming future as well. And the best part is that they help people so much that then they can turn around and help their loved ones and help especially their children. So if you would like, now I want to know if you're interested. I would like to share with you कि आज हमने enjoy तो बहुत किया. Okay, this is great information. I shared these three secrets with you. I'm going to go over those again. Number one, if you believe someone or something has to change in order for you to be happy, you're mistaken. No, that's not the case. You're giving your power away. Power आपके अपने हाथ में है, वापस ले. And that is when you change. That is the place of power. Otherwise, you are powerless. Or if you believe God is punishing you, or God is not happy with you, or you have to be perfect in order for God to give you what you want, then you are mistaken again. That is not the case. Allah Ta'ala loves you, and whatever He is sending your way is a mercy, is a blessing. It is a wake-up call. Number three is, in order for you to be happy or for your life to change, it does not have to take a lot of time. And it does not have to take a lot of work. It can happen very quickly. So we shared this information. I shared this with you today. Now, those of you that are interested in finding out how to implement all of this in your life, how to actually not just take information, but actually implement this into your life so that, like the other students, your life also changes. Let me know if you're interested in hearing more about that, and then I will share with you the details of the 30 Days to Transformation course, right? So, okay. Beautiful. Well, Nasira says, wake up in the middle of the night for tahajjud and Allah will listen. I disagree with you. Allah listens all the time. You don't have to just wake up if you do tahajjud, wonderful, do it. But Allah listens all the time. अल्लाह को आपने पुकारा नहीं, आपके मुंह से अल्लाह का लफ्ज अदा नहीं हुआ, या गॉड, या however you talk to Allah, आपके मुंह से वो अदा नहीं हुआ अभी और अल्लाह आपके सामने मुतवज्जो है. So ये निकाल दें अपने दिमाग से कि नो तहज्जुद पे अल्लाह सुनता है. अल्लाह हर टाइम पे सुनता है. अल्लाह को दिल से पुकारें, दिल से, बस ये है रिक्वायरमेंट. हर वक्त सुनता है, हर टाइम पे सुनता है. ये मेरा अपना एक्सपीरियंस है. सो नो, ये बातें मत लिखें कि वो सिर्फ तहज्जुद पे सुनता है या ये वजीफा कर लें तो सुनता है. नो. Yeah, okay, so you're interested in the course. Okay, I'll talk about it. But first, here is what it has, and I'm going to tell you guys, I'm going to tell you what the value I love the way you talk about Allah. I love talking about Allah. What can I say? I love talking about Him. उसके साथ वो इतना प्यारा है, वो इतना रहीम है, वो इतना स्वीट है. Allah Ta'ala is amazing. वो वाली जब आप उसके साथ दोस्ती करते हैं ना, तो I cannot explain to you how the taste of life changes. मिठास आ जाती है जिंदगी में. अच्छा, so all right, so in this course, yes, it is live right now that we are offering. It is going to be starting April 1st. And no, it is not for April Fools. I just don't believe in April Fool's Day. So it starts on April 1st. and it is going to have, it has over 20 hours of coaching. So 5 दफ़ा चूंकि ये course हो चुका है, so I have taken the best content where I'm teaching content, right? आपको डिफरेंट कॉन्सेप्ट सिखाए जाएंगे, आपको आपकी अपनी जो मैंने कहा था थिंक अबाउट योर थिंकिंग, एक एक चीज, द साइंस बिहाइंड इट, हाउ डू यू प्रैक्टिकली डू इट, वी गिव यू होमवर्क, we give you tasks so that you have to commit, you have to do it, and we make you do it. तो उसके लिए जो बेस्ट content है, it is about 20 hours of content that is in this course. That is recorded content. You get it over a period of time. The course builds on itself, right? It builds on itself. आपको कुछ कॉन्सेप्ट सिखाए जाते हैं, फिर उनके ऊपर प्रैक्टिसेस कराई जाती हैं. यू हैव टू डू द प्रैक्टिसेस, यू विल डू द होमवर्क, एंड देन नेक्स्ट सेशन की तरफ हम मूव करते हैं, फिर नेक्स्ट इस तरह से. सो यू हैव ओवर 20 hours of my coaching. This is very different from the videos that you watch, because videos में I can only do superficial level की बात, right? But then इसमें I go into the stuff. अभी जिस तरह मैंने आपसे कहा कि you have to be able to change your thinking in order to change your life. Well, how do you do that? I have 15-20 years of experience in learning how to do that. You have to develop a strong bond with Allah Ta'ala, which is very loving. How do you do that, right? So we go deeper and we actually do those things. So if you have to buy a session from me, which a lot of people try to buy, but usually you cannot get a session with me unless you have done the 30 days course. But one session with me is about $500. Mehreen says, highly recommend this course. It's seriously mind-blowing and life-changing. Thank you, Mehreen. She's also one of our 30-day students. So, and by the way, I have not asked any of these people to come here and comment. We khud aake, they are very kind to share their experience. Alhamdulillah, alhamdulillah, alhamdulillah. I'm very humbled and I'm very, very blessed that Allah Ta'ala chose me to deliver this course. So when we're talking about 20 hours of coaching with me, and one session with me generally costs $500, that's, if you look at the 20 hours, that's $10,000. I'm talking in dollars. आप खुद हिसाब लगा लें कितने. You have, so that's going to be $10,000 in value for those 20 hours. Now, in this course, इसके साथ आपको जो recorded coaching मिलती है, उसके अलावा you get four live sessions with me. Each session is about 2, maybe 3 hours long. I never know, because that's when I'm answering questions. So every week, as you are consuming content, you're doing your homework, you're doing everything that we ask you to do, you're implementing the teachings, then you get to talk to me every weekend on Saturdays. If you have a question, you submit it and I can answer those questions. किसी को कोई content के बारे में question है, या exercises के बारे में question है, या वो stuck feel कर रहे हैं, they can't move forward, that's when I support you in that session. So कभी कभार वो 1.5 घंटे का होता है, कभी 2 घंटे का होता है, कभी 3 घंटे का, depending on how many people's questions I have, and I answer everybody's questions during that. So there will be 4 live sessions with me. If you calculate that at 2 hours each session, that's another $8,000. So if you look at it, $18,000 would be generally the cost if you had to actually buy this course with me. So 18,000, roughly $20,000. Now, here's the thing. I want you to think about this. Don't worry, I'm not going to charge you this money, but think about this. I want you to really think, because मैंने हमेशा एक चीज कही है कि you are your biggest investment. When I realized that, I started investing in myself, and as I've told you, I've spent over $1 million on my own education and my self-development. So let's say that if all this program did, if you took the 30 days course and all you got from it was that it helped you to become more calm, more balanced in your life, and you felt less anxiety in your life, and if you had $18,000 to $20,000, would it be worth it? Let's say कि money is not a problem for you. $18,000-20,000 आपके लिए कोई issue नहीं है. Would it be worth it? That's the question I want you to answer. And then let's say all it did all if this course did nothing else but to maybe help you develop that loving, trusting bond with Allah Ta'ala, like I talk about it, and like many of my 30 days students have been able to develop, if that's all that this course did, would it be worth $18,000 to $20,000 for you? And then if all it did was that it improved your relationships with yourself, with your spouse, with your children, would it be worth $18,000 to $20,000? Because I want you to think about what is the cost that you are currently going through because of whatever it is you're facing. Do you have bad relationships? Do you have an unhealthy relationship with Allah Ta'ala? A lot of people have a lot of fear and mistrust and they're scared of Allah Ta'ala. Do you have a lot of anxiety, depression, right? Maybe you're lonely in life. Maybe you lack confidence. And if that's all this course did, that it taught you how to be confident, it taught you how to be not lonely anymore, it would be worth $18,000 to $20,000, right? Because believe me, people have paid me that in order to do that kind of personal coaching for them. So the question is that how much is the course then? A lot of people are asking how much is right now. Right now the course is the regular price of the course is $650, and right now it is $400. I think it's $397 if I'm not mistaken. It's almost 40% off for early bird discount. मैं हर दफा I give a huge discount to the early birds because they are the ones, invariably मैंने देखा है कि they are the ones जो बहुत उनकी transformation, because उनका जज्बा इतना strong होता है and they are so committed that they jump in very quickly. And so I give a pretty big discount to them. So right now we have it on the early bird discount. We have only 20 seats for the early bird discount. This time the price is higher because I want to keep the group smaller so I can pay more attention to the group members, right? So there are only 20 seats on the early bird. If you want to register, if you look in the comments, one of my team members has posted the link. You can go to this page. I really encourage you to go to this page and study this page क्योंकि लोग जो questions भेजते हैं कई दफा, they are all answered on this page already. They are already there. So study this page. Go and find the frequently asked questions section. उसमें आपके ज़्यादातर questions पहले से ही answered होंगे. And then I encourage you to read the success stories about the different students who have given us feedback. कुछ ने videos दिए हुए हैं, कुछ ने audios दिए हुए हैं. We are posting it on the page as well. So right now it's like I said, it's on the early bird discount and it's going to go fast. It always goes very fast. फिर price ऊपर चली जाती है, फिर हमें लोग messages करते हैं कि please मैं उस वक्त miss हो गया था या ये हो गया था या वो हो गया था. So please, I encourage you to go ahead and do it now because जब एक दफा price ऊपर चली जाती है, it's not fair to those people who actually did take action at the right time, right? So as promised, I am going to now answer some questions. So okay, well, somebody saying okay, cost, कि आपकी cost high है. देखिए, मैं आपको एक बात बताती हूँ. मैंने एक बड़ा interesting experiment किया था. मैं इसके बारे में काफ़ी दफ़ा बात कर चुकी हुई हूँ. I myself know that, you know, having had an online business in America for almost 15 years now, one thing I know is that when people don't have skin in the game, they don't change. मैंने शुरू में जब पहली दफ़ा ये कोर्स लॉन्च किया था और फिर दूसरी दफ़ा भी, I did give some complimentary seats to people. कोई जानने वाला था, कोई किसी के थ्रू आ गया, कोई कुछ. Either people would ask for discount or they would be in a very bad condition and I would feel very bad for them and I would give discount या free में दे देती थी complimentary. And those were invariably the people who did not have success in the course. हमारा इस वक्त success rate is 97%, which is very high. So 97% of people that take this course actually transform. And the 3% जो हमारे course का track record खराब करें, they are the people who actually do not go through the course because they never invested in it. क्योंकि पैसे नहीं लगे होते तो वो उनको इतनी परवाह नहीं होती. So I don't take it lightly anymore. I know. देखें, I want you to commit to this course. I am interested in your transformation, and I know as a coach, as a marketer, I know that that you will only commit, give your full commitment when you are invested. Then you are going to commit because आपके पैसे लगे होंगे. You will have skin in the game. I know ego plays tricks on people. I know when the course starts what kind of tricks the ego is going to play on you and tell you not to do this. कि ज़रूरत ही नहीं है, नहीं करना ये वो. And I push you through it. I keep pushing you through it. And that commitment comes with investment. और दूसरी बात ये है कि I am very interested now in identifying people, women especially, although the course is for men and women, but I'm really, really interested in identifying women that are going to eventually help me in a bigger movement आप कह लें. जो मेरा अब असल गोल है कि मैं अकेली जो मुझे नज़र आता है, I see so many people suffering right now, and I'm one person, and I have a business here in Pakistan, and I have a couple of businesses in America. I don't have time, so मैं बीच में बहुत depressed भी होती थी कि what do I do, how do I do this, and eventually the answer was that many of my students who take the 30 days course are actually going to be the ones who are going to turn around and change people's lives. They're going to teach this to people. मैं अकेली शायद इतने से लोगों को teach कर सकूं, but ये लोग बढ़ के बहुत से लोगों को सिखा सकते हैं. So I'm eventually going to be launching my certification course of life coaching as well. But in order to do that course, you have to first take the 30 days course. क्योंकि बगैर अपने आप पे काम किए आप दूसरे शख्स, आपके पास कोई right ही नहीं है कि आप अपने आप को life coach करें. It is such a sensitive and sacred job कि जब कोई शख्स आपके सामने अपनी vulnerable होके अपना deepest, darkest, most painful खोल देते हैं सारी चीज़, then you have to be able to put them back together. You have to be able to help them. और ये पॉसिबल नहीं है unless कि आपने अपने ऊपर खुद बहुत काम किया, right? So the 30 days transformation course is necessary for people to either, अगर किसी ने one-on-one session भी मेरे साथ लेना है, they have to have been a 30 days student, because मैं 1 घंटे में आपको क्या सिखा सकती हूँ, right? मैं अगर मैं वो कोई पीर बाबा टाइप की होती तो ठीक था, आपको एक गोली दे दी कि ये गोली ले सब ठीक हो जाएगा. I don't want to do that. I want you to learn how to change your own life. I cannot do that in a session, right? So that's why I don't allow people to buy a session with me unless they have been my 30 days student. So so ये जो बात आप cost की करें कि I read it somewhere, poor people buy liabilities, rich people spend on investments. So even listening to me, I know many of you that will gladly spend this kind of money on clothes, on shoes, on jewelry, on car, on whatever. You will spend that money. But when it comes to your own self, when you have to invest in yourself, you won't do that. Why? Because हमें सिखाया नहीं गया कि I am my biggest investment. What good is your jewelry? What good is your whatever it is that you spend money on if you're not happy inside? If life is not going the way you want it to go, what good is it? And I don't teach anything to you that I haven't done it myself. When I needed to take coaching, I took out credit card loans, I mortgaged, I sold jewelry, I did all of that stuff because मुझे ये बात समझ में आ गई थी, the day I change, I will take control of my life and I can change everything. And I did. Alhamdulillah. So okay, another person, अभी मैंने personal session की बात आपको बता दी है. Some people think their issue is so unique that they need a personal session with me. Well, in the course, you will get to hear from people जो different life experiences से आ रहे हैं, and then as they transform, you get to hear about it. Believe me, you will realize इतना कोई unique नहीं है आपका case. आपको लगता है, but इतना नहीं है. So you will actually benefit more by listening to other people and their stories than just your own story, right? So, okay, let's look at the questions that I now have. They have been sent by my team. Uh, how to deal with someone very close to you who is extremely intimidating and affects all your relationships. This is one of the things we talk about in the course. You have a boundary issue. So how to maintain healthy boundaries is discussed in the course. How to break trauma bonds so that it never hurts. This is one of the things I really focus on. This is also in the course कि अगर आपका past का trauma है, how do you break free of that? This is one of my favorite parts that I teach. What is the best way to speak to you one-on-one? Is there a free session? No, there isn't. It's $500 per session, and it's only, you have to put in an application, and the application is typically only accepted if you have been a past 30-day student. क्योंकि अगर एक 30-day student को तमाम वो techniques पता हैं, they've gone through the course, they've done everything, they know. Now they are stuck somewhere जहाँ पे they really need my advice. So in a session, I can really guide them quickly. Okay, this is what, remember we did this, okay, you need to do this, and they can get unstuck very quickly. I don't have to teach them the techniques again, they already know the techniques. So that's why I don't do these one-on-one sessions with people that have not taken my course. How to be positive in a negative environment, exactly the kind of things we teach. Oh, somebody said it's going to be middle of Ramadan as you are doing this course. Yes, so how perfect. आपको ये बात मालूम है कि एक तो ये कि मैं ये जो रिचुअलिस्टिक इबादत है ना, हम सारे इसमें जो पढ़े होते हैं, ये भी हमारा एक बहुत बड़ा अलमिया है कि हमें लगता है इबादत बस कुछ सर्टन फॉर्म्स हैं उसी में है, उसके अलावा इबादत ही नहीं है. आप अगर अपनी ज़ात पे काम कर रहे हैं, कुरान की आयत है, मैं कमो बेश बयान कर रही हूँ इसकी ट्रांसलेशन, बट इट इज़ अ कुरान आयत इन द कुरान. इट्स बाय द वे इट्स ऑन माय पेज विच इज़ for this course, eramsaeed.com/30. You can go and sign up now. But when you go and look at that, udhar wo ayat actually quoted hai कि Allah doesn't help those who don't help themselves. So Allah wants you to help yourself first. Allah doesn't change the condition of those who don't change themselves. So आप अगर अपनी condition change करने के लिए अपने आप को change करें तो ये इबादत है, because Allah ताला आपसे यही चाहता है. This is इबादत. इस कोर्स में तो हम अल्लाह की बहुत बातें करते हैं और इसमें तशक्कुर के जो तरीके हैं और वो कॉन्स्टेंटली वो बहुत आप ऐसी ऐसी इबादत कर रहे होंगे कि आप हैरान हो जाएंगे. सो व्हाट बेटर टाइम देन रमजान टू स्टार्ट दिस, यू नो, फॉर अ रीबर्थ ऑफ अ न्यू यू इन रमजान. दैट्स ब्यूटिफुल. और इतना ज़्यादा इसमें नहीं है कि आप रोज़े में कर नहीं सकेंगे. इट्स अबाउट, आई वुड से, यू नो, इन अ वीक you will be spending about 3 to 4 hours on the material, on the content, and about maybe a couple of hours on the weekend on the homework. So it's not that much. In spite of this belief of Allah being the one and only well-wisher, why I can't forgive myself for bearing abuse, and I sometimes hate my empathy and positivity because of which I let the abuse done. Again, this is a deeper question, Talat. This is again, जो मैंने आपसे बात कही है, यहाँ पे मसला है. We have to learn how to think in a healthy manner. We have to, and believe me, जो मैं techniques इस course में यूज़ करती हूँ, ये completely आपकी thinking को change करने में मदद करेंगे. How do you know for sure that the course helps? Do you follow up? Yes, that's a great question, Huma. We do follow up. As I said, एक दफ़ा नहीं follow up. So when you join the course, you will get a questionnaire, like a survey. So we take your initial temperature, कि इस वक्त आपकी different areas में, how is life showing up for you. And then we do a survey middle of the course, and then we do one at the end of the course. And then we actually follow up a lot of times, 6 months later, a year later as well. Because I want to know, are they still improving? Are they still doing good? And I got to talk to about 4 or 5 of them last week. Alhamdulillah, उनमें से एक दो ने तो कहा कि मैंने कहा, okay, so how much, what percentage of problems do you have in your life now? They said none, zero. मैंने कहा क्या 100% life बेहतर हो गई? And they were like, yes, 100%. And I was laughing. I said, okay, अल्लाह करे ऐसी रहे, ऐसी रहती नहीं है, थोड़ा कोई ना कोई challenge आता है. But still, if for someone to feel that they are at 100%, where, when they started off, koi bhi shakhs, when they start off, they don't rate their life more than, 10%. Okay, it's satisfaction wise, it's at about 10, maybe 20%. So from there to go to, 100% is awesome. So yes, we do track. Change may be felt within 30 days, but the big question is how sustainable is the change? Does it last or does it wane gradually? So that's a great question. जैसा कि मैंने आपसे कहा है कि tools आपको सिखा दिए जाते हैं, सिखाने के अलावा मैं implementation भी कराती हूँ. I'm a hard task master, I make sure कि ये implement भी हो रहा हो. You are given homeworks and we want you to finish those homeworks. You have to take responsibility also for your own behavior and for your own success, but we also put a lot of effort into making sure that everybody is progressing. So you get the tools, you do the practices, you see the life changing and improving. Now, does it continue to stay that way? That's up to you. That's not my job, right? That's your job. My job is to show you how to do it and how to do it successfully in a very fast way. I give you the tools. आपसे मैं पूछती हूँ फातिमा, that आप अगर दांत ब्रश करती हैं या नहाती हैं, let's say you take a shower today and then you smell really good, you put perfume on, you smell good, are you not going to take a shower, next day or 2 days or maybe a week? अगर आप week तक shower नहीं लेंगी तो क्या होगा? Whose fault is it? Yours, because you didn't take a shower, right? So it's the same way. This is spiritual hygiene. लेकिन इसमें अब जैसे पहला जो कोर्स का पोर्शन है उसमें उसको मैं कहती हूँ ड्रेनिंग द स्वैम्प. जो वो एक दलदल बनी हुई है, swamp which is full of negative feelings and trauma and all those things, we are draining it. एक और example इतना pleasant नहीं है, but it's almost like you have a cyst which is filled with pus. So I first have to poke it, pierce it, and I have to let the pus drain, right? वो एक दफा drain हो जाती है, उसके बाद the healing begins, right? We put the band-aid on and then we let it heal. So that's basically how the course is structured, but eventually it's up to you. That's why जो मैं आपसे कह रही थी कि जब हम लोगों के साथ करते हैं, if my 30-day students are still watching, if you can comment about this particular question, because many of them still continue to improve their lives, and you guys will also get access to the content for 6 months ताकि आप repeat कर सकें. क्योंकि जो भी मेरे स्टूडेंट्स ने पहले हम सिर्फ 30 डेज के लिए देते थे, फिर हमने 60 डेज के लिए दिया, फिर वो रिक्वेस्ट करते थे 90 डेज, फिर मैंने कहा ओके 6 मंथ्स तक कर देते हैं. They actually listen again and again for 6 months because every time they go through the course, they find something else. Some other light bulb goes off, some other epiphany happens, and they continue to improve and improve and improve, mashallah se. So again, that link is posted right in the pinned comment. It's 30 days to transformation. It's basically eramsaeed.com/30. Yeah, eramsaeed.com/30. And how to overcome our thinking if we are stuck in our mind. Again, वही वाली बात कि this is what I teach. आपका brain basically एक negativity loop में फंस जाता है. उसको negativity loop कहते हैं. आपका sympathetic nervous system जो है वो बहुत ज़्यादा activate हो गया होता है. उसको calm down करना होता है, parasympathetic nervous system को awaken करना होता है. Obviously this is now probably going to sound like mumbo jumbo. I know how to do that, and we do that in the course. You don't have to understand the science, you just have to do what I tell you to do. But जिन लोगों को science में interest है उनको मैं scientifically explain करके भी बता देती हूँ. And गालिबन इसी वजह से मेरे हर 30 days course में कम से कम 4 से 5 professional licensed psychologist or psychiatrist भी होते हैं, male and female. They have taken my course because a couple of them asked my permission beforehand. They said, we are practicing psychiatrists, not just in Pakistan, I'm talking about people outside of Pakistan, in Europe and America. And they said कि आपके results इतने amazing हैं इस course के कि we want to see what you do, and we want to do that with our maybe our patients as well. So do you mind if we share your techniques if we do those? I said no, I don't mind at all. Be my guest. Bismillah करें. जितने लोगों तक बात पहुंच सकती है उतनों तक पहुंचाएं, जरूर करें. So I usually have 4 to 5 professional psychiatrists or psychologists. I just ask that they identify who they are so we know. That's all. It's helpful to know. So yes, you can pay in Pak rupees also. When you go to the to this page, you will get all the information. If you want to pay via credit card, I have my shopping cart works around the world, and it has I have a AAA Better Business Bureau rating for I don't know almost 20 years now. So it's very secure. You can see the lock जो होता है ना, you can see the lock, so it's a very secure payment. So you can pay via credit card or PayPal in dollars from anywhere in the world. But if you want to pay in Pak rupees, the information is there, or just message us. We will give you the bank account information. So yes, this is a live course. Any advice for teenager parents? Yeah, take this course, because anything that you want to teach your children, you have to become that first. आप अपने टीनेजर बच्चों को क्या सिखाना चाह रहे हैं? Confidence, good values, right? How to not have fear in their life, how to have a strong bond with Allah Ta'ala. आप जो मर्जी उनको कहते रहें, जिस मर्जी स्कूल कॉलेज में भेजें, the maximum learning they are going to do is by watching you. Children are like sponges. They absorb everything from their parents. The way the parents are, not what the parents are saying. The way the parents are. कहते हम मुंह से उनको ये हैं कि बेटा सच बोलो, सच बड़ी अच्छी चीज़ है, और खुद हम झूठे होते हैं तो बच्चे झूठे ही निकलते हैं. It's a simple thing. There's no two ways around it. So if you are a victimized, this is what I want to say to some women that usually say, I'm in a really bad marriage, I'm stressed out, I'm abused, but I don't want to leave because of my children. And I say, this is child abuse. Staying in a bad marriage, staying in an abusive marriage is child abuse, because that's what they are absorbing from you. So if you think that you are a victimized, unhappy mother, but your children are somehow going to be confident and strong people, no, they won't be. I'm sorry to tell you that. I want in dire need of learning, but please make installment process possible. Installment अगर आप करेंगी भी तो 2 होंगी ज़्यादा से ज़्यादा. That's it. इससे ज़्यादा installment आप नहीं कर सकेंगी. I apologize. मैंने अब ये policy बड़ी strong बनाई हुई है. इससे भी ज़्यादा दर्दनाक messages मुझे पहले आते थे. And I did give the course on a deep discount or free, and unfortunately, I'm not doing you any service by not making you put your skin in the game. I have had people जिन्होंने आपने वो डॉक्टर फौजिया का पता नहीं देखा है कि नहीं testimonial. She sold her jewelry to take the course, and she benefited so much, right? I don't know what this question means. Are there more questions that I can answer if somebody can send me? So बात ये है कि देखें, you can either have transformation or you can have excuses. You cannot have both. right? Which one do you want? Do you want transformation or do you want excuses? Excuses to abhi bhi hain aapke paas, right? Life is, if you want to keep on living the life the way you have been living it, perfectly fine with me. I have no objection to that. uh, but you cannot have excuses and transformation together. Is this course only for women? No. Every time we have had a lot of wonderful men take this course. Aap mera khayal hai, Salimuddin Saab, you just joined this live. Thodi der pehle hi, one of my previous 30-day students was commenting on how much the course has helped him, and his name is Usman. You can scroll up and see the comments. Again, अगर आप हमारे 30 day इस पेज पे जाएंगे, eramsaeed.com/30, and you will find a lot of success stories and testimonials of students who have taken the course successfully. उसमें आप देखेंगे there are a few men also. Typically, men don't like to give testimonials, you know. They don't like to talk about their experience, so I understand. So testimonials आपको कम नजर आएंगे. But we do have men in the course, and I'll tell you, some of the most beautiful transformations that I saw were in my male students that opened up, became very vulnerable, and made us all cry during the live classes. But very, very beautiful transformation took place. और इसका दूसरा फायदा ये भी होता है, I get this comment a lot from men that are even, they don't think that they are misogynistic, they think they are very good supporters of women, but जब वो ये course लेते हैं और वो ये सारी stories सुनते हैं, they realize how much women suffer, and it completely changes their perspective through their for their sisters, daughters, wives, everything changes it. By the way, yes, another question is, what if you want to protect your privacy? The course is fully designed in a way that you can fully protect your privacy. Even though it is in a group, you can use fictitious name. You know, the live sessions are on Zoom. You can join Zoom through a name that, you know, that is completely fictitious. The Facebook group that you join, that can also be under an ID that is fictitious. We just ask कि हमें पता होना चाहिए कि आप कौन है, क्योंकि जाहिर है आपने पेमेंट की हुई है, so we should know कि अच्छा this is that person. But you don't have to join under your real name at all. I know a lot of people have that issue. They want to protect that. एक दफ़ा तो it was very interesting that I had one lady in the course who was really suffering because of her in-laws, and then there was another person in the course who actually happened to be from her in-laws. So it was really interesting. That person was not the one hurting her, but she was from her in-laws. So she immediately told us, oh my God, I'm scared because this is, we said, just change your name, you know, change your ID, it doesn't matter. Nobody will know who you are. We have had celebrities in the course also that don't, you know, disclose who they are, and I don't have permission to disclose who they are, but they have taken the course also. And okay, so I think our questions are done now, and let me just make sure that my team didn't send me any question. Okay, perfect. So thank you so much, you guys. आपको भी मैंने साइमा बताया है, the course is starting on the 1st of April, right? Right now, for a limited time, we have almost 40% off. That is the early bird discount, and you have to be able to go quickly to get that because it's only for 20 people. That's it. It's only for 20 people. Once 20 seats are filled, early bird discount will go away. बहुत से लोग उसके बाद बहुत रोना धोना डालते हैं, but I'm sorry, I can't do anything for you at that point. So it is at 40% off right now. eramsaeed.com/30. Fatima wants to know, do you still live in Dallas? I go back quite often. I sold my house 2 years ago, big mistake. Then the market went up. You know, right 2 months before after I sold my house, the market shot up. I'm planning on moving back within 12 to 18 months, which does not mean I will not come to Pakistan. So I will divide my time between Pakistan and Dallas. I mean, I have no choice, right? अब ये यहाँ पे जो सिलसिला शुरू हो चुका है, I have to carry that on. Just want to talk to you. Do you have any number? No, you can't talk to me. I'm sorry, Shazia. I don't do that. I don't do personal sessions unless you pay $500 and unless you are my 30-day students. And if you have any further questions, please message us. So the best way, agar aapne, you're going to listen to this live later as a replay, then the best way is to contact us on Instagram, on Facebook. You can message us directly, right, through Messenger, or you can email us. Can you please write me the email? Natasha, can you send me the email? Is it info@eramsaeed.com or is it support@eramsaeed.com? One of those two. And if you can please also put that in the comments, the email address. So info@eramsaeed.com, and that's it. So I am excited. I can't wait to see you in the course. We will inshallah be getting started in about a month from now. And like I said, right now is the early bird discount. So make sure if you want to save money, get that. But now the actual price of the course is $650. Okay. Thank you. Thank you, Homa. You also stay blessed and you also keep smiling. I appreciate you as well, Fatima. Thank you so much. Lots and lots of love to you guys. And thank you so much for spending time with me today. Always wonderful to see you and wonderful to hear from you guys. Take care. Khuda Hafiz.